Okay, so you landed an interview for a floor and wall coverings shop manager position.
Congratulations.
We've got all your RoleCatcher resources right here.
And in this deep dive, we're going to break down what hiring managers are looking for
Mm-hmm.
and how to tackle those interview questions.
Yeah, like a pro.
Exactly like a pro.
Sounds like a plan.
Give you that extra edge.
Okay, so before we jump into the questions,
Sure.
let's just paint a quick picture of the role.
Sure.
What does a floor and wall coverings shop manager actually do?
It's really a blend of creative vision and operational expertise.
Okay.
You're not just selling products, you're curating an experience.
Right.
You'll be leading a team, you're managing inventory, staying on top of design trends, and making sure customers leave feeling inspired.
Okay, so you're juggling a lot of responsibilities.
Absolutely.
So let's say you're in that interview and they hit you with, describe your experience managing a team in a retail environment.
Yeah.
Where do you even begin?
That this is your chance to showcase your leadership style. Don't just list responsibilities,
Right.
but give specific examples of how you've motivated your team, dealt with conflict, and created a positive work environment. Did you implement a new training program that boosted sales?
Right.
Did you find a creative way to improve team communication?
Yeah.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can really come in handy.
Okay.
It can actually help you brainstorm these examples by analyzing the job description and highlighting keywords that hiring managers love.
That's super helpful. So it's about showing them you're not just a manager, you're a leader who gets results.
Exactly. And speaking of staying ahead of the curve,
Yes.
the next question might be, how do you stay up to date with the latest trends in flooring and wall coverings?
That feels like a passion question to me.
It is. It is.
They want to see if you're genuinely interested in the field.
You're absolutely right. This is your opportunity to let your enthusiasm shine.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I read magazines.
Right.
Mention specific trade shows that you attended, like coverings or surfaces. Okay.
Or industry publications that you follow, such as Floor Covering Weekly.
It's about showing them you're not just keeping up, you're actively seeking out inspiration.
Exactly.
Okay, now for a question that might make some people sweat. Describe your experience with inventory management.
Oh, yeah. This one's all about demonstrating your organizational skills and attention to detail. Highlight those moments where you went above and beyond.
Okay.
Did you develop a new system for tracking inventory that reduced losses?
Right.
Were you able to identify slow-moving products and suggest alternative sales strategies? Think about those times you were the inventory whisperer.
I like that, the inventory whisperer. Okay, let's tackle a scenario we all dread. How do you handle difficult customers?
Oh, yeah. This is where your emotional intelligence comes into play. Remember, they're not looking for someone who avoids conflict.
Right.
They want to see how you remain calm under pressure. Actively listen to the customer's concerns and find a resolution that leaves everyone feeling good. Yeah.
Think about a specific example of a time you turned a challenging situation into a positive outcome.
Okay.
Maybe you helped a frustrated customer find the perfect product, or you went above and beyond to resolve a complaint.
So it's about turning that frown upside down and showing them you can handle the heat.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears to motivating your team. How do you motivate your sales team to meet sales goals?
This one feels like a classic leadership question, but with a retail twist.
Absolutely. Think about how you would create a fun and competitive environment that encourages teamwork.
Okay.
Would you implement incentive programs that reward both individual and team accomplishments? Maybe you organize product knowledge workshops that empower your team to become experts in their field.
Right.
The key is to showcase your understanding of what makes salespeople tick. And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor your answers by analyzing the specific skills and qualities mentioned in the job description.
That's super helpful.
Okay.
Let's get visual. What is your experience with visual merchandising?
Oh, this is where you showcase your creativity and ability to create an experience that draws customers in. Think about the layout of the store, the lighting, the signage.
Right.
Everything should work together to tell a story.
Okay.
Share an example of a captivating window display you designed, or a section of the store you revamped that resulted in a sales increase.
Yeah.
Visuals speak volumes, and having concrete examples really makes your experience come alive.
So it's not just about making things look pretty. It's about creating a visual story that resonates with customers.
Precisely. And speaking of creating a seamless experience,
Yes.
let's tackle this question. How do you manage store operations to ensure a smooth customer experience?
This feels like a juggling act.
It is.
You've got inventory stats, schedules, customer flow displays. How do you keep it all running smoothly?
This is where your organizational superpowers come into play.
Okay.
Think about systems you've implemented to streamline processes, delegate tasks effectively, and anticipate potential bottlenecks. Maybe you implemented a new scheduling system that improved staff morale and customer service, or perhaps you developed a process for handling returns that minimized customer frustration.
Okay.
It's all about demonstrating your ability to think ahead and create a seamless experience for both your team and your customers.
Right.
And before you move on, let's touch on how RoleCatcher can be a valuable resource for this question.
Definitely. I imagine their AI could help identify key performance indicators
Absolutely.
or even provide feedback templates.
You're absolutely right. It's like having a personalized coach in your pocket to guide you through those operational challenges.
Okay, let's tackle another question that might require some finesse. How do you handle conflicts within your team?
Ooh.
This one calls for a delicate touch.
Active listening is paramount here. You need to understand each person's perspective and the root of the conflict before you can even begin to find a solution.
Right.
Then it's all about facilitating a conversation where everyone feels heard and respected. Did you ever mediate a conflict that resulted in a stronger team dynamic? Or help team members find common ground and work together more effectively?
Right.
Those are the kinds of success stories that resonate with hiring managers.
So it's not about taking sides.
Nope.
It's about finding a win-win solution for everyone involved.
Precisely. And remember, conflict can actually be a good thing. If it's handled constructively, it can lead to new ideas, better communication, and a stronger team overall.
Now, for a question that can be a bit tricky, how do you ensure that team members are meeting sales goals? This feels like a delicate balance between support and accountability.
Absolutely. It's about finding that sweet spot between coaching and monitoring performance.
Yeah.
Think about the systems you've used to track sales metrics.
Okay.
Provide regular feedback and identify areas for improvement. Share examples of how you've helped team members reach their full potential, perhaps through a mentorship program or by recognizing top performers in a way that motivated the entire team.
So it's about empowering your team to succeed while still holding them accountable for results.
Exactly. And speaking of empowerment, RoleCatcher's AI can be a game changer in this area too.
Oh, okay.
It can help you set clear expectations, provide constructive feedback, and track progress, all tailored to the specific role.
It sounds like RoleCatcher is really taking the guesswork out of interview prep.
It really is.
Okay, let's wrap up this question marathon with one that goes back to the heart of retail. Describe your approach to customer service.
Yeah.
This feels like the foundation of everything.
It is. This is your chance to showcase your passion for creating positive customer experiences.
Okay.
Think about the principles that guide your customer service philosophy. Do you prioritize personalized attention?
Right.
Do you go above and beyond to resolve issues quickly and efficiently? Have you ever implemented a customer loyalty program that increased customer retention?
Yeah.
Or maybe you received glowing customer testimonials that highlight your commitment to exceptional service? Share those shining moments that demonstrate your dedication to creating a positive customer experience.
It's amazing how all these questions tie back to the core values of this role.
Yeah.
It's not just about selling products. It's about leadership communication, problem solving, and creating a positive experience for everyone involved.
That's a fantastic observation. And what's remarkable is that RoleCatcher can help you prepare for all of these questions.
Oh, wow.
By analyzing the specific job description and tailoring your responses to match exactly what the hiring manager is looking for.
That's incredible. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground with those interview questions.
We have.
But before we dive into the next part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to touch on one more thing from the RoleCatcher Career Guide.
Sure.
The typical career path for a floor and wall coverings shop manager.
Okay. Think of it as a ladder with exciting rungs to climb.
Okay.
You might start as a sales associate, gaining essential product knowledge and customer service skills. From there, you could move up to assistant manager, taking on more responsibility for training and supervising team members.
So you're gradually building those leadership and management skills as you move up the ranks.
Exactly. And once you've proven yourself as a capable leader, you're ready for the shop manager role.
Okay.
This is where you oversee all aspects of the store's operations, from managing staff and inventory to developing sales strategies and ensuring a smooth customer experience.
And from there, you could even become a regional manager overseeing multiple stores.
Absolutely. The sky's the limit, and RoleCatcher's career guides provide a wealth of information about each stage,
Wow.
including salary expectations and the skills needed to progress,
Okay.
like having a roadmap to success.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, so we've talked about the role itself, those crucial interview questions, and the exciting career path ahead. What's the big takeaway for our listener?
You've got the knowledge, the resources, and the tools to absolutely ace this interview. Preparation is key, and RoleCatcher is your secret weapon.
Okay. Use their career guides, their interview guides, their AI-powered tools. They've got everything you need to succeed.
It's like having a career coach, a pep talk, and a cheat sheet all rolled into one.
It really is.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder.
Yes. And this industry is all about staying ahead of the curve. What emerging trends in floor and wall coverings excite you? How would you bring that passion to this role?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind as you prep, and you'll shine. Good luck.
That's a great point to end on. Bring your passion, bring your knowledge, and bring your A game.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back with part 2 after a quick word from our sponsors.
Welcome back. Before we jump into more interview prep,
Okay.
let's dive a little deeper into those RoleCatcher resources.
Yeah.
Remember, you've got a whole arsenal of tools at your fingertips.
That's right. One feature that really stands out is RoleCatcher's AI-powered CV and cover letter builder.
It's not just about generic templates.
It analyzes the specific job description you're targeting.
Okay.
And it suggests relevant skills and keywords to highlight.
Yeah.
Think of it as having a personal resume writer who knows exactly what hiring managers in the floor and wall coverings industry are looking for.
It takes the guesswork out of crafting those application materials.
It really does.
And I've heard they have a database of over 9 million employers worldwide.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It is. You can research potential employers, get insights into their company culture, and even see if you have any connections who work there.
Wow, like having a secret weapon for networking.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say you've used those resources. You aced the interview and landed the job. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
Now, what insights does the RoleCatcher Career Guide offer for those first few months on the job?
It emphasizes the importance of continuous learning. This industry is constantly evolving.
Okay.
So staying ahead of the curve is crucial.
So it's not just about learning the ropes. It's about constantly expanding your knowledge and skills.
It's exactly. Attend those industry trade shows we talked about. Stay connected with designers and manufacturers. Maybe even take some online courses to keep your skills sharp.
And I bet RoleCatcher has resources to help with that. Maybe a list of recommended courses or industry events.
You know RoleCatcher.
Yeah.
They've got you covered.
Of course.
But let's go back to that career path we were discussing earlier. RoleCatcher provides real-world examples of people at each stage,
Okay.
from sales associate to regional manager.
So you can see what a typical career trajectory looks like
Yeah.
and get a better understanding of the skills and experience needed at each level.
Precisely. It helps you visualize your growth within the field.
We've talked about the AI tool, the career guides, the employer database. RoleCatcher's clearly a treasure trove of resources.
It is.
But what sets it apart from other job search platforms?
It's the holistic approach. It's not just about finding jobs and submitting applications. It's about empowering you with the knowledge, skills, and connections you need to succeed. It's like having a personalized career assistant who's constantly working behind the scenes to help you achieve your goals.
Okay, so we've established that RoleCatcher is amazing.
Yes.
But let's bring the focus back to that interview.
Okay.
We still have a few more questions to cover.
All right.
This next one focuses on a key responsibility of the role.
Okay.
How do you ensure that your team provides excellent customer service?
This question is all about demonstrating your commitment to creating a positive customer experience and your ability to instill that commitment in your team.
Right.
Think about the strategies you've used to train and motivate your team to provide exceptional service.
Okay.
Have you implemented any customer service initiatives or training programs? How do you monitor customer feedback and use it to improve service?
So it's about creating a culture of customer service excellence within your team.
Exactly.
What if the interviewer asks about your sales experience?
Okay.
For example, how would you approach a customer who seems hesitant to commit to a purchase?
This is your opportunity to shine as a sales pro.
Yeah. It's all about building rapport, understanding the customer's needs, and addressing their concerns. Start by actively listening to their hesitation. What are their specific concerns or objections?
Right.
Maybe they're overwhelmed by the choices or they're worried about the price.
So it's about uncovering those roadblocks and finding solutions.
Exactly. Once you understand their concerns, you can address them with confidence and offer solutions. Maybe you can highlight a specific product that perfectly meets their needs,
Okay.
or showcase a financing option that makes the purchase more manageable.
It's about turning that hesitation into confidence.
Absolutely. And don't forget to share a specific example of a time you successfully navigated a similar situation.
Okay.
Maybe you helped a hesitant customer visualize how a particular flooring would transform their space, or you found a creative solution to fit their budget.
Those real-world examples really make your experience come alive.
They do.
Okay, let's switch gears to a question that's all about problem solving.
Describe a time you had to deal with a challenging situation involving a supplier or contractor.
This question tests your ability to handle difficult situations, maintain professionalism, and find solutions under pressure.
Yeah.
Think back to a time when a project hit a snag, maybe a delivery was delayed or a contractor's work wasn't up to par.
Okay.
What steps did you take to resolve the issue?
Right.
How did you communicate with the supplier or contractor?
So it's about demonstrating your ability to navigate those tricky situations and keep things moving forward.
Precisely. And it's also a great opportunity to highlight your negotiation skills.
Okay.
Did you successfully negotiate a discount or a revised timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to find a win-win solution that satisfied both parties?
It's about showing them you can handle the pressure and find creative solutions.
Exactly. Now let's touch on a question that's all about staying ahead of the curve. How do you keep your team informed about new products and industry trends?
This one's all about showcasing your leadership skills.
Yeah.
And your commitment to continuous learning for yourself and your team.
You're absolutely right. Think about the methods you've used to keep your team up to date.
Okay.
Do you hold regular team meetings to discuss new products and trends? Do you encourage them to attend industry events or webinars?
Right.
Have you implemented any training programs to keep their skills sharp?
It's about fostering a culture of knowledge and innovation within your team.
Exactly. And don't forget to mention those specific trade shows and publications we talked about earlier.
Okay.
Showing that you're actively engaged in the industry demonstrates your passion and commitment.
Okay, let's wrap up this round of questions with one that focuses on a crucial aspect of retail management.
All right.
How do you manage and motivate your team to achieve sales goals?
This question is a blend of leadership strategy and motivation. It's about demonstrating your ability to set clear goals, inspire your team, and create a supportive and results-oriented environment.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between setting high expectations and providing the support and motivation needed to reach those goals.
You get it. Think about the specific strategies you've used to motivate your team.
Okay.
Have you implemented incentive programs? Do you celebrate successes and recognize individual and team accomplishments?
Right.
How do you provide feedback and coaching to help your team members grow and develop their sales skills?
It's about creating a team environment where everyone feels valued, supported, and motivated to succeed.
Exactly. And remember, RoleCatcher can be a valuable resource here too. Their AI can help you tailor your answers by analyzing the specific skills and qualities mentioned in the job description.
It's like having a personalized coach in your pocket guiding you every step of the way.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground with those interview questions.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious to hear more about your personal experiences in this industry.
Okay.
What are some of the most rewarding aspects of working as a floor and wall covering shop manager?
One of the most fulfilling aspects is helping people transform their spaces. It's incredibly rewarding to see a customer's vision come to life and to know that you played a part in creating a space they love.
It's like you're a design therapist,
Yeah.
helping people create spaces that reflect their personalities and enhance their lives.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It's also incredibly satisfying to build and lead a team. Seeing your team members grow and develop their skills is a rewarding experience. And of course, there's the creative aspect of the role.
Yeah.
Staying on top of trends, experimenting with new products, and creating visually stunning displays.
It sounds like a role that offers a perfect blend of creativity, leadership, and customer interaction.
It is, but like any job, it also has its challenges.
What are some of the challenges you've encountered in this role?
One of the biggest challenges is managing customer expectations.
Okay.
Sometimes customers have unrealistic expectations about timelines, budgets, or the feasibility of certain designs.
Right.
It's important to be able to communicate clearly and honestly and to set realistic expectations from the outset.
So it's about finding that balance between fulfilling their vision
Yes.
and managing those practical considerations.
Exactly. Another challenge is dealing with difficult customers, those who are indecisive, demanding, or perhaps just having a bad day. It's important to remain calm and professional, to actively listen to their concerns and to find solutions that satisfy both the customer and the business.
It sounds like you need a good dose of patience and empathy to thrive in this role.
You definitely do. And let's not forget the physical demands of the job.
Right.
You're on your feet a lot, lifting heavy materials and potentially working long hours, especially during busy seasons.
Definitely not a desk job.
That's for sure. But for those who are passionate about design, who enjoy working with people, and who thrive in a fast-paced environment, it can be an incredibly rewarding and fulfilling career.
And remember, you don't have to go it alone.
Nope.
RoleCatcher has your back every step of the way, providing personalized guidance, expert insights, and AI-powered tools to help you succeed.
Exactly. It's like having a dedicated team cheering you on.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground in this part of our deep dive.
Yes.
We've explored those essential interview questions, dived deeper into the rewards and challenges of the role, and highlighted how RoleCatcher can be your ultimate career companion. What key takeaways do you want our listener to remember as we head into the final part of our deep dive?
Remember to showcase your passion, highlight those leadership skills, and leverage those RoleCatcher resources to tailor your answers and make a lasting impression.
Great advice. And in the final part of our deep dive, we'll be exploring those exciting trends that are shaping the future of the floor and wall coverings industry. Stay tuned. And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into the world of floor and wall coverings, shop managers. We've talked about the skills, the challenges, those tricky interview questions.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get excited about the future of this industry.
Yes, that's what I love about this field. It's constantly evolving. What we put on our floors and walls, it reflects our tastes, our lifestyles, even our values. So as a shop manager, you're not just selling products, you're a trendsetter.
Go, let's play a little game.
Okay.
What trends have caught your eye lately? What's got you excited about the future of floor and wall coverings?
Ooh, so many things. First off, sustainability is huge.
Right.
And it's not just a trend, it's a movement. We're seeing incredible innovation with recycled materials, ethically sourced wood, low VOC paints. It's about looking good and feeling good about those choices.
I love that it's like eco-consciousness meets interior design.
Yes.
What else is making a splash?
Texture is having a major moment.
Okay.
We're moving away from those perfectly smooth surfaces and embracing more tactile experiences. Think 3D wall tiles, textured wallpapers, even carpets with interesting weaves. It's all about adding depth and dimension to a space.
It's so interesting. It's like bringing another sensory element into the design.
It is.
And speaking of senses, what about color? Are we still obsessed with millennial pink, or is something new on the horizon?
Millennial pink had its moment, but we're seeing a shift towards warmer, earthier tones now.
Okay.
Think terracotta, deep greens, rich blues. These colors create a sense of calm and grounding, which resonates with people in today's busy world.
It's like bringing the outdoors in.
Exactly.
Okay, we can't talk about the future without mentioning technology. How is that impacting the world of floor and wall coverings?
It's a game changer. Digital printing, for example, allows for unbelievably intricate and personalized designs.
Okay.
Imagine wallpaper with your family photos or flooring with a custom pattern that reflects your brand.
That's mind-blowing talk about taking personalization to the next level.
Yeah.
What about virtual reality? I've heard that's becoming a big deal for design.
Virtual reality is incredible.
Okay.
It lets customers step into their dream space and see how different floor and wall coverings would look before they commit to anything. It takes the guesswork out of the design process and makes it so much more fun.
Wow, that's the future right there. Okay, so let's say our listener lands this job. How do they bring these exciting innovations into their shop?
That's a great question.
How do they stay ahead of the curve and make sure they're not just keeping up, but leading the way?
You have to be a sponge.
Yeah.
Absorb everything you can about emerging trends, attend those trade shows, connect with designers and manufacturers who are pushing the boundaries. And don't be afraid to take risks. Introduce those cutting-edge products, experiment with new merchandising techniques, create an experience that wows your customers.
So being a floor and wall covering shop manager is more than just a job. It's a constant adventure in creativity and innovation.
Absolutely. It's about having your finger on the pulse of design, being passionate about creating beautiful spaces, and being willing to constantly learn and evolve.
And it's about remembering that you have resources like RoleCatcher to support you along the way.
Yes.
It's not just about landing the job, it's about thriving in your career.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. To our listener out there dreaming of becoming a floor and wall covering shop manager, we say go for it. Embrace the challenge, unleash your creativity, and let RoleCatcher be your trusted guide on this exciting journey.
We can't wait to see what you create. And that concludes our deep dive into the world of floor and wall coverings. Shop managers, we hope you found it insightful, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit fun.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those creative sparks flying.